I have serious problems.
So we got people all over the world.
All over the world. Well,
Nice.
for sure, all over the United States.
Hello, Florida.
Yeah,
Ohio is in the house.
Ohio. We got
Hawaii. Anybody in Hawaii right now?
Matt. We got Zoom user.
New York.
I wonder if that's your parents. Zoom user.
No.
It's not?
Aren't they iPhone user? My?
Oh no, they are
Oh,
Zoom
they are.
user.
They are
There's-
Zoom user.
Look at Zoom user is right next to Zoom user. Wonder who that blank screen is right there.
Suspect.
Yeah, it's very suspicious. Vaughn Lewis chilling. You know when you lay down like that, you look a little bit taller. You
That's fucked up.
no, he's tall, bro.
Tall.
Bro is like 6'9". Chad and Amy, I see you guys.
Chuck Zamzow.
Rachel Vaughn, Amber,
Jason.
up there having a little something to eat
Lizette.
for the meeting. Okay, Mike. I'm not.
Matt.
My voice sounds
Julian. Jennifer.
funny. Are you-
Yeah, I'm super suspicious.
Everybody like move away.
Charlie. Yeah.
I see 9 Parsons in the house.
Kelly.
Liz-
Roth. April.
Lizette. Let's go to page 2. Let's see
Kathy.
who's on page 2.
John.
John H. Oh, guys, Penny 3. That's my mom. Go say hi.
Hi, Miss Penny.
Hello, Penny.
Joe M. Either
You know
Joe.
who hasn't
Is
been
that like
on?
Joe M or Joem? Joem.
Joan.
Joem. Joem.
Joe B hasn't been in our meetings.
What?
We got Sonia. Your
You know what?
last week's.
Vaughn. Where's Joe B? He's
Amber.
got more important things to do than us now. Got himself a
Is
girlfriend.
that- whose phone is that?
Mine, actually.
Roth River.
All right, let's get this party
Let's get it
started.
started.
What
Let's
time
get it
is
cracking.
Get it crack-a-lacking.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and get us crack-a-lacking.
You always start. What are you? Why are you acting brand new?
I don't know. I'm just out of it
control.
and out of control.
You guys, it's our last meeting of 2025. That's
Woo,
crazy.
woo.
I mean, how dope is that, guys? This is our last meeting of
Damn.
2025. When we end this one tonight, I will see you all next year.
Mm.
I like saying that, even though it's so silly that you're just literally gonna see them like
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Again, guys, welcome. We appreciate you guys showing up every Tuesday night for our Recover Out Loud meeting. Without you, this meeting doesn't happen. It would just be me and Natalie and Emily sitting in this room.
Mm-hmm. Twiddling our thumbs.
Like, what would we be talking about? We'd probably still be saying the same stuff, though.
Yeah, we would.
That's pretty much how it goes down all day long here. We just banter back and forth
Mm-hmm.
and
A lot of banter.
love life. Yeah, we love life.
Mhm.
Super grateful for recovery. Super grateful that somebody showed me a new way of life. As a reminder, the reason why the Hopeaholics podcast exists is because on 9/11 of 2022, I lost my son-in-law, Justin, to fentanyl. And God put it on my heart to be the voice for the people that have lost their lives and to hopefully, man, offer at least a mustard seed, man, because that's all you need, a mustard seed of hope
Mhm.
for people out there that are struggling right now, that are hurting. Because it doesn't matter if you are brand new, if you're still using, or if you have time. We all struggle, and me personally, 8 years, 10 months, I stuck a needle back in my arm. So I know what it's like to be somebody with time and struggle and not know where to turn. And I turned to old behaviors. And, I hope, I don't wish that on anyone. I don't wish that the pain and misery of getting loaded on anybody. What I hope is that everybody finds what I found, and that's that gift of desperation. I hope you find recovery. I hope you find hope, God, all of it. You got anything you want to add before we turn it over to Jerry?
I do, because we missed it last week, and you know how we have our group chat. We need Alice's Instagram handle. Alice, can you put that in the chat so we do not miss you and we can add you into our amazing group chat on IG, please.
I'll add you as soon as the
Anybody
meeting's
that
over.
wants to be that's not added already, go ahead and throw your handle into the chat, right?
Yeah, we have a group chat on Instagram, which is just this Recover Out Loud meeting. All the regulars are on there. We give each other support, love,
Prayers.
prayers, readings, all that good stuff. Pictures, right?
Mm-hmm.
Keeping it going, keeping recovery alive.
Yes.
We do it as a community. I mean, that's really like what it's all about. I mean, the I've heard it said before, and I'm going to say it for the very first time ever. I don't own this one, but the opposite addiction is connection,
Mhm.
right? And we need to connect to a community of like-minded people that are doing the same deal, trying to change our lives.
Yeah.
Jerry,
Yes, sir.
what's happening? We're going to turn it over to you. You
Mhm.
got about 20 minutes. There's a little clock up there on the screen in the corner. It'll also ding in your headphones.
Okay, got it.
But you got the next 20 minutes to, and this is yours, man. This
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
last
yeah.
meeting of
You know what?
Oh,
We're gonna end.
2025.
We're gonna end the year in a fucking bang.
in a bang.
This is uncensored recovery.
There
right
you
now.
Nice. I
Eat.
like that.
This is-
Uncensored.
All right, guys. My name is Jerry. My sobriety date is March 9th of 2009, and for that I am grateful. But it's always been since March 9th, one day at a time. I recently looked at the calendar, and I got a birthday coming up in 3 months, right? But it just all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, I got another birthday, and that's basically how I see my recovery. I kind of when I first started with, when I first talked right here with Chad and Marie, right? Marie,
Yeah,
I almost
that
forgot
works.
your fucking name. That I want to start off today where I'm at in recovery. So a few months ago, I was hearing a podcast, and the guy just shared really quick that something about happiness and about peace and all that, right? And this mind-blowing thought came into my head, and this is in a nutshell, that no one is responsible for my happiness but Jerry. I used to always look for the happiness in the person, in the perfect wife, the perfect girlfriend, my daughter. If I only had a daughter, that'd make me happier. If I only had a mansion, my life would be better, right? And it took me 16 years in sobriety to get that concept, that no one is responsible for my happiness but Jerry. And the reason why I like to share that is because early on in my recovery, people used to say to me, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Because you can't be fucking both, right? And even in my early recovery, I was still fighting people, places, and things. And what does the big book say? You step on the toes of our fellows and they fucking retaliate, right? I'm the type of alcoholic in recovery where I would be in a meeting and I'd be like, there's no cross talking. You need to stay quiet. But not realizing that I was also part of the problem because I'm also disrupting the meeting because I'm fucking telling other people what to do, right? And the reason why we can chuckle at that because I also used to go to meetings and be like, I don't like the way that fucking secretary runs the meeting. I can run it better. Again, back to Jerry wants to control people, places, and things. And what happens? You never end that vicious cycle, right? So if no one is responsible for my happiness but Jerry, then I got to get into, the man in the mirror thing, right? And that's where I'm at today in my recovery. I don't have everything I want, but I have everything I need. I have a roof over my head. If I have a car, some dollars in the bank, and I have a roof over my head. But for most of my life, I always looked at what I didn't have. I don't have this. If God would have made me 6 foot and with blue eyes, I would be fucking happy. I would have the best looking girl and I would have money, thinking that would make me happy, but it wasn't, and that's in a nutshell where I'm at in my recovery right now, where I finally realized that nothing can make me happy but Jerry. And that took 16 years of sobriety, fucking therapy, fucking Prozac. Shout out to Prozac. Again, you wanna get a doctor to prescribe anything, right? But yeah, therapy, AA, sponsor, the 12 steps, the big book, and a lot of fucking pain. That's what is it's sad, but Jerry only got this when he suffered a lot, right? And let me go kind of where I am as an alcoholic. I'm the type of alcoholic who throws up, and as soon as he's done throwing up, he's chugging another beer. I'm the type of alcoholic who before he goes out, he chugs a couple of beers, buys a 12 pack, because one of my fears when I was drinking and using was running out of alcohol. So I put a 12 pack in my trunk, and I'd get drunk at a bar, restaurant, nightclub, whatever. And then I would be racing to the nearest 7-Eleven so I could buy more beer, even though I already had the 12 pack. And then Jerry's goes on his way of buying some meth. And then it's 5 a.m. and Jerry's withdrawing his last $20 from the ATM so he could buy more meth. I'm the type of alcoholic who, in a complete blackout, gets home. So this is kind of a story from a blackout. So I got shit-faced one night. I blacked out. I came to, and I'm getting yelled at by my mom and dad in Spanish. They're like, "Motherfucker, what the fuck are you doing?" When I came to, I was pissing next to their bed. And you know what I did when I came out of that blackout? I started laughing. Like I thought it was just funny. Right? That's the kind of fucking alcoholic that I am. I'm the type of alcoholic who is buying, and again, this is not to downgrade gay people or transsexual people, but I'm the type of alcoholic who is in West Hollywood buying at 5 a.m. meth from a transsexual. I get off the car, and Jeremy only has one fucking shoe on. I'm like, what the fuck? That's the kind of alcoholic I am. I'm the type of alcoholic that needed 2 rehabs to finally get it. What we call getting, It's the type of alcoholic I am. I'm an immigrant. I came from Mexico. I grew up in Boyle Heights, East Los. Very abnormal upbringing, very violent. I grew up in the 90s. I was a teenager and a young adult in the 90s. And gang warfare was going on. I joined one of those gangs. Just to give you in a nutshell how violent it was, right? I've been shot at 13 times. Out of the 13 times, I've been shot twice. Once in the leg, once in the face. Yet, I just thought that was bad luck. Not understanding that it was my behavior, the alcohol, the drugs. I just thought it was just bad luck. That's very abnormal. So growing up in that environment, I didn't have coping skills, right? So the first time I took a drink, it fucking took away the edge. And I kept chasing it for many years. For 13 years, I was drinking and using for 13 years. But one thing I failed to understand is that I suffered from anxiety, and I did not know how to bring my anxiety down. The only thing that worked, or so I thought it worked, was alcohol and drugs. Not realizing that the alcohol and the drugs make your anxiety fucking 10 times worse. And then add PTSD. I would replay all these images of my car getting shot at. One story I will say about getting shot at was I'm getting food at a drive-through at a Jack in a Box, and a rival gang member sees me. He starts shooting at me. Dude, I'm fucking getting my a jumbo jack, and this guy's shooting at me. And I remember having all that anxiety and just chugging beers to bring me down. And I was in that environment for so long. I, the only way for me to cope was drinking and using, right? But unfortunately, eventually the alcohol and the drugs stopped working. They did for me at some point. And I got to the point where they call the big book says either we go on to the bitter end or accept that I have an issue and I do something about it. And I accepted the issue. And I finally went back to rehab and I started working the 12 steps of recovery. And since that date, March 9th of 2009 to today, I've been sober
Nice.
from all mind altering substances, complete abstinent. And I would say very much I feel blessed and thankful and very lucky that I didn't get killed, you know. But everything that could happen to an alcoholic happened to me when I was drinking and using. Jail. I was hospitalized once because I had been throwing up for a couple months blood. So they had to give me at the emergency room 2 pints of blood. Obviously, all the multiple gunshots I've received, car accidents, failed relationships, jobs, all that stuff happened. And getting sober has been the highlight of my life. I cannot say that enough because before March 9th, I was deeply insecure, anxiety, depression, right? And today I still have it, but I know how to manage it and I know how to cope. I had no coping skills. And the alcohol and drugs work to a certain point, but then they eventually stop working. And that's what happened to me. That's why I accepted that I had an issue and I did something about it. Now let me pick up why I feel I've been able to stay, right? I'm a good observer. The individuals that stay, what I have realized, are the people, number one, that they accept that they have a problem. Number two, they do something about that problem. And number three, they follow through with that problem, right? So for me, it was delving into the 12 steps of recovery, getting a sponsor, going to meetings, did all that. And it was very uncomfortable in the first couple of years. But I knew that if I could go with being uncomfortable for a couple of years, on the other side would be peace. And I got that peace. The 12 steps of recovery are by far the most uncomfortable thing I had to do as a human being. I didn't want to tell another person my fucking deep down secret.
Yeah.
I didn't want to make an amends to my mom, my dad, my brother, all my people I had hurt. I didn't want to do any of that. But I finally believed what these individuals were saying to me, which was that if you work the steps, you will have a life beyond your wildest dreams. And I can 100% say to this today that I am living a life that I thought that feeling this good, the only way you could feel this good is by having the most money, the nicest car, the biggest house, the perfect partner, and yada yada, right? And I have none of that, but yet I feel very much at peace. And and I truly feel that it's all the work I did in the first couple of years of my recovery. Being at meetings at 2 a.m., fucking on these alkathons, picking up people, dropping off people at meetings. And I finally took the suggestions that people consistently shared with me will work for them, right? And I also delved into therapy. I'm a big believer that really, in conjunction with the 12 steps, helps. I also feel that if you have a higher power early on, like for example, Jesus Christ, I think you have an advantage because I consider myself an atheist, not an atheist, but an agnostic. I think there's something going on. I just don't necessarily believe that it might be the God in the Bible, right? But very much open. I was so desperate, you guys, that if you would have told me to believe in the fucking tooth fairy, I would have believed in the tooth fairy. But because I was desperate to get sober, you know, and I didn't want the life I used to have before, so I took the suggestions, and here I am now, you know, the Hopeaholics fucking podcast with 16 years of sobriety.
Yeah.
But I don't take any credit for that. I give it all to Bill W. and Dr. Bob, who took the message, and people took the message of hope to me, and here I am today. You know, for the grace of God. You know, I've been sober for X amount of years, but I don't even think about the years anymore. I just, every day I wake up and I'm just like, fucking, just for today.
Yeah.
You're not going to pick up, Jerry, just for today. And then, you know, go about my day. But that's in a nutshell how, what happened to me, what, you know, what kind of alcoholic I am. And, you know, one of the biggest blessings is I have a 6-year-old daughter. Which, by the way, I bring her to meetings now. She has never seen me fucking drink. She has never seen Dad high. I have never said, here, I'm going to leave you here and I'll be right back. She has never seen that. As a child, I remember seeing my father come home drunk. And I swore I would never be like my father. And I was like my father, but 10 times worse. He didn't even do half of the stuff I did, right? I'm very blessed, too, that my father got sober. He didn't get sober through the program of AA, but he got sober through church. That's another thing I love about your podcast, you guys, is that AA is not the only way to get sober. We don't own a monopoly on sobriety. Shit, I know people that got sober through psychotherapy, therapy, church. I know church, a lot of people, that helps them. And there's different programs out there, right? But for me, I chose AA, and it's worked for me now for 16 years. Yeah.
I love AA, man. I mean, I love the 12 steps. And that's, you're right, man. That's what worked for me. But it's not the only way.
Right. Absolutely not. And, you know, I was sharing with you guys that I went back and forth with an individual, and all I could say about that is love and tolerance. Me going back to him and saying, "Oh, this is the only, you're wrong and I'm right," goes back to we're not listening to each other, right? So I'm open-minded, you know, to pick up on things and to say, okay, that worked. Well, let me see if that works. And you know, we don't own a monopoly on recovery. And there's different ways. Whatever works for, whatever's going to stop you from fucking hurting yourself and being this hurricane in people's lives, do it. Because obviously the drinking and the drugs are obviously causing an issue in your life, right? Another thing what I like to share with newcomers is give yourself grace. My first sponsor, Sonny, which rest in peace, when I did my amends list, he's like, you know, I showed him the list and I made my amends to a few people. He said, you know what, Jerry? You should have put yourself first on that amends list.
Yeah.
Because you're still so fucking hard on yourself. You're always beating yourself up. What if this? What if that? Right? And he's like, the stuff you did to yourself, it was horrible, you know? Most of it was, 99% of all my problems were caused by Jerry. You know? I am my biggest problem, especially when I was drinking and using. And when I took ownership of that and I became responsible to say, yeah, I see my part in everything, that also was very, it gave me freedom to finally get it that it starts with Jerry and it ends with Jerry. It has nothing to do with him, her, job, people, places, and things, right? And but it takes a while, guys, you know, to get it. If anybody's out there listening to that and is struggling, that's normal. We all struggle, especially early on in recovery. Nobody has this. I didn't start feeling better till I was like 8 years sober. Yeah. I didn't fucking start feeling better until I was 8 years sober. So if you got 1 year sober, 6 months sober, it's gonna take a while. It's slow briety.
Slow bride.
Right? You're not gonna get this fucking overnight. At least I didn't, right? But if anyone is out there listening tonight, I'm sure something in your life is not going well, right? If not, we wouldn't. I have yet to see a person walk into the rooms of recovery and be like, "Yeah, my life's good, great. Wife loves me, job's going great. I just smoke a little bit of too much crack every now and then, right?" Yeah, that's never happened. But I will tell you 100% that every individual that has ever walked into the rooms of recovery come in the same way. Shame and guilt, head down, fucking wife's left you, you're broke, dog hates you, dog doesn't even want to come around, And, we all walk in the same way, you guys. Shame and guilt. And what I like to tell the newcomers also is that the 12 steps of recovery will help you get rid of that shame and guilt. It did for me. I no longer, carry that shame and guilt. Just like we could chuckle and laugh about, the story where I took a piss in my parents' restroom. Bedroom. We can laugh about it, right?
It's funny.
But because, you know what? This recently happened. Somebody was going back and forth with me. Oh, you used to do meth and whatever, right? They kind of wanted to put me down. And I was saying, yes. I said, but you forgot an important word in there. And she's like, what is that? Used to. I used to drink and drive. I used to do meth. I don't do that anymore. I live by a whole different set of principles that have enabled me to be a free man.
Yeah.
So,
amen.
There's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
There
Yeah.
you go. Amazing.
I mean, I'm going to laugh at the peeing in the parents' bedroom. Like, wake up your parents screaming, cussing at you. Did you ever?
Did you ever do that, Marie?
Did that ever
No,
happen?
I have a good story
Just
too.
Throw it in there, Marie.
Okay, I will, especially because my parents are on.
They're on the.
Oh,
they're
are
on-
they?
They're on
are.
here. Yeah.
They're on here, and I know. That
Hello?
I know they remember this. It was my college graduation week, and my brother was in town.
Yeah.
And I was staying with my girlfriend, and so my parents were staying at her place with us, and so she gave my parents her bedroom, right? And she had a loft, and so my brother and her decide to continue to tie one off, and they go and get blasted. They come back and they're up in the loft, but she forgets that my parents are in her bed.
Oh,
So
shit.
she goes to get into the bed with my parents naked, butt booty naked.
Naked?
naked.
Yeah.
And my dad is like, what the hell?
Your dad's waving it out
Yeah.
right now.
That's the kind of crazy shit we do.
Crazy ass
Right?
shit. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Nuts.
But we can
That's
laugh
not-
about it now.
That's not one you want to do, man.
No.
Get in bed naked with the parents.
No.
Blackout, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Blackout?
She was like, was mortified in the morning.
Oh.
She had no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, do you tell somebody the next day if if you know they're in a blackout and at this point in my life I'm like I'm not sure I want to give them that info.
I know. I mean, it was no. She had to know. I'm like, that's my parents. That's my brother. Your shit's just
Your
getting
shit's
wet.
getting
I'm
fucking-
fucked up.
You're getting on blast.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I saw Joe B. There's Joe,
Joe
B.
B. We were just asking
We were
about you.
asking about you. We were wondering where you were. We were worried.
Has Alice put her thing in? I just want to. Okay, good. Oh, okay, perfect.
It's
good.
nuts, guys. Not using the steps. Chuck Zamzow's got all
Yeah, he does.
all the good ones.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming down and sharing on our last meeting before
You know what? I
2026.
that just hit me that I am the last guest, and hopefully
Yeah.
I get to. You know what my goal was today? To help one poor soul out there, one guy or girl that can say, you know what, I can relate to that fucking guy Jerry,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and put the seed, plant the seed of recovery, or hey, maybe I should look into this. That's all we can do today.
You know what's funny? I was listening to your story, and
Yeah,
numbers are a big thing for me. But you used for 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
You got shot at 13 times.
Never saw it. Never did those numbers. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chud.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure. I like to point those interesting facts out. Um,
Should we open it up?
dang, look at
Yeah.
how many. Did everybody like start putting in where they're from? We got Syracuse, New York, North Carolina, Northern California.
How about Colorado? Anybody from Colorado?
Any Coloradoans?
Idaho?
Idaho, Idaho. I have to.
Washington? Oregon? People drinking in Washington, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Come on. We're
I
the
mean,
people from
it's
Washington.
really
Seattle?
depressed up there.
It's for sure. and
Are you laughing
freezing.
at my Idaho thing, or what was it? Serenity, Kathy. You guys think that one was funny?
We got anybody from Texas?
Mm-hmm. Kelly?
Oh, Toronto, Canada.
Oh.
Justin Mobb. Hell yeah.
I'm sorry about the
Je-
Blue Jays.
Jesse. Where the hell is Jesse?
Hmm?
Jesse. Huh? Is that
Right
the?
on.
That's not. Is that the Jesse that shirtless Jesse?
Sure.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, he was here last week.
He was?
That's
Oh,
him
there he
right
is.
there.
Take your shirt off, dude. I didn't recognize
Oh,
you.
gosh. Jeez. Here we go.
We are not a
Yeah,
lie.
exactly.
We're not. I mean, we had a good time when Jesse first came on. I mean, we weren't sure if he was doing soft porn or
Oh,
what
man.
was
Damn.
happening. Remember? Good times, Jesse. That was some fun stuff. Let's open it up.
Yeah,
We got
let's open it
Devon.
up.
Let's see if Devon is gonna clock in. We can't hear you.
Wait, we can't hear you.
She's still talking. We're gonna do it again. Unmute.
There you go.
There you go.
Forgive me. Alohano kako o divan ko inovela o si iyan la I think.
Is that a baby?
Chad, I can do the timer if you give it back to me.
Mhm.
I'm here. I made it this week. And I apologize for not being here for my service commitment. But I kind of had a slip up and I kind of fucked up and I kind of relaxed. So please forgive me. I'm back. I'm glad that I'm able to be back. Right? I'm glad that I made it fucking back. In 2 weeks, guys, my life has fucking fell apart completely. And I hit my knees. I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me, right? Like, I'm over the pity party myself, right? Like, I'm crying because this is tears of joy. Thank you, Jerry, for your message. Thank you for saving my life tonight. Right? Because you're another factor into why I stay sober. You're another person added to my life as to why I stay here. Right? Your example shows me that I can fucking do it. Walking around Target and getting the final thing for Christmas shit, right? Like, I'm glad I still have a job. Right? I still have my job. I didn't completely hit my rock bottom as far as my life goes, but I hit my rock bottom knowing that I'm gonna fucking die the next time I use. I'm still fucking kind of shaky with the withdrawals, and people are shitty. They don't want to feel this way anymore. They don't want to cry every 5 seconds because something else on my body hurts because Devon decided to go out and fucking smoke, right? Like, fuck this. And I sat in the mirror. I sat at home and looked in the mirror and I said, bitch, you're too old for this shit. You are too old to be getting high and fucking doing dumb shit. Get a grip. It is what it is. Trust me, guys, I went back out there. It's still not working. I tested the field for you guys. You guys don't have to go back out and use no more, okay? Don't get loaded. Please stay sober. Because I need each and every single one of you here. Thank you guys for being here. Nat, thank you for being my friend. So I love you so much. And being there. With that, if you're new here, welcome home. Welcome to a new way of life. If you're coming back from a relapse like myself, welcome back. I'm glad you made it back. If nobody's told you that they love you today, I love each and every single one of you here. And there's a damn fucking thing anybody can do about it. Yvonne, grateful recovery addict. Love you all. Aloha.
I love you, Devon. I'm glad you're back. Welcome home.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Hardest thing to do is to come back.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. Be proud of yourself. Kelly.
Hey guys, Kelly, addict, cocaine, marijuana, and alcohol. Just celebrated 9 months sober Saturday, and then my actual birthday Sunday.
Nice.
Yeah. I called my sister, my twin sister, FaceTime, right? Midnight struck, and I work Sunday, so that was like a blessing in disguise. Because otherwise, I would have spent my money on, faster on food and buying myself presents. Because I get to buy myself presents now because I'm an adult and I can do that. So I bought myself some new shoes for my birthday, and I called my sister at midnight, and she was getting drunk at the bar, and it looked like such a good time, and I had to cut the call short with her because she started crying at the bar because she was like, I'm so proud of you, you've come such a long way. And I was like, I'm so jealous, like it looks like such a good time, but I know that's just the devil selling me lies, because I can't just have one. I gotta have the whole damn bar. I can't just have one shot of whiskey. I gotta have the whole damn bottle of Jack. I can't just do one line. I gotta have a whole fucking 50.
Mhm.
So it's just that's the way it is, and I know that. So and I'm not afraid to admit it, and there's nothing wrong with that. I went downstairs, told my mom, "Hey, mom, look, this is what's going on," and I was up front with her and straight up with her, and she's like, "No, Mija," she's like, "Look, you came too far already in your sobriety." She's like, "Just one day at a time." And then my sister gave me this bracelet for my birthday, and it's a one day at a time bracelet, and it has a colorful bead, and it has a little cross on it. So, and I went to mass today at the Little Flower. It was good. I got my God wink. The last song was "Go Tell It on the Mountain," and I've been blaring Forrest Frank's version of that in my Camaro. So, uh, it was definitely what I needed. The message was a good message. What I needed to hear was about God's servant Anna and how she was for God, and and just basically, I guess, stuttering with my words, but I guess firm in her faith of Jesus Christ. So, oh, it's a tiger's eye. Thank you, Serenity. I didn't know. Now I know. But yeah, so thank you guys for letting me share. Devon, welcome back. We got you, baby. Just get in the chat. Thank you guys for allowing me to share.
Amazing.
Thanks, Kelly.
Kathy.
Kathy, what's going on?
Hey, gang. Kathy, grateful alcoholic. What a great
Kathy.
message, Jerry. Really happy to be here. Uh, just you said so many good things, and welcome back to Vaughn. Happy birthday, happy double birthday, Kelly Ray. That's great. Glad you're here with us to celebrate such an incredible weekend. Um, I I did the quickest trip down to Southern California for Christmas ever. Um, just 2 days down there, and I just run around like a crazy woman. And I was practicing boundaries. My bro's on here that lives in SoCal. He's calling me 5 minutes before this meeting starts. Like, where are you? Aren't you you had all day to plan, my brother. I'm like, anyway, practicing boundaries. And just when I was coming back, I mean, I've never worn Christmas pajamas. I'm just trying to live life fully. And so I wore some Christmas pajamas in my car, and it was raining and there was a rainbow. I got kind of choked up over my dad first Christmas without him. And I was able to turn it around pretty quick. And, just like in heaven, there's a rainbow every day. And that rainbow ended up sticking with me for like 50 miles. It was awesome while I was heading north, west, and then north again. And so, just a great trip. And healing some trauma from my car accident that I wasn't aware of. You got to jump on the 138, the death row, um, as far as roads go. And like I take a little bit different way now because that road's really scares me. And I didn't even think about it. And I jumped on this section of road that I have refused to drive on the last 4 times I've been down there. And so I'm like, wow, there is healing just keeps showing up, and God gives me what I need. Starting to panic a little bit about this move, but I'm gonna procrastinate packing and prolong the inevitable as much as I can. Just I hate leaving Northern California, but I am really excited to go down to the LA area and meet you guys and meet some of my Recover Out Loud family. But and I just want to give other people a chance to share. I hope your dad's doing better, Chad, and Happy New Year to everybody. And I'm glad we're all here supporting one another. So keep it real and keep doing what you're doing. Thanks.
We love you, Kathy.
Thanks, Kathy. Yeah, my dad's doing well. He's excited about his 90th birthday party that we're having on Saturday. He's gonna be the big 990.
Big
So
one.
yeah, he ain't gonna let no little stroke put him down.
Nope.
No little stroke.
No, it's actually a pretty big one, but he's a beast, man. My dad is a beast. Also, Kathy, you know the old saying about procrastination, what it's like, right?
No.
Huh? Should I say it on this meeting?
Say
Our
it.
parents are on
Already
here.
done-
Say it.
You've already said
I
it.
already said it.
Mhm.
Procrastination is like masturbation. You only fuck yourself in the end.
That's a good.
What did you-
I don't see anybody laughing on the screen. Did that joke not go over?
It didn't
well?
hit.
Didn't hit.
Justin
Didn't
Mob
hit.
thought it was funny. He thought it was funny. Yeah, it hit. That's
No,
a
it
good
didn't.
one. It's yeah.
Mandy, you're up.
Hi, Mandy's I say my government name. My government name. I go by MJ, alcoholic.
Hi,
Hi,
MJ.
MJ.
Had to jump on this meeting right after listening to my bestie Wendy take a lead in another meeting that so blessed to hear, and she's the one who introduced me to you all, so I'm so thankful. Jerry, thank you for your lead. It was super relatable. Of course, I'm glad that I related to you in many ways, the negative things, but also the positive things. What we get, the blessings we get from sobriety. So this week I'm going home. So I've been in the hospital for the better part of 6 months. Last time I was home 2 days and then back for almost 2 months. That I'm feeling the best that I felt in months. They transferred me to regular foods, so I'm actually eating food for the first time in 6 months, and none of this would have happened if I wasn't sober. When I got sick, and if I hadn't been sober for as long, for a little over a year when I got sick, and if it weren't for everybody supporting me and loving on me, encouraging me not to give up in the darkest moments. I'm gonna go home. I'm on pain medication, and I know that I'm starting to feel a lot better. So I'm going to be weaning off of that soon, and I know that's going to be crazy. I've never had a problem. I can't say I never had a problem. Alcohol was my active addiction. I did abuse prescription medication because I drank with it. So I will say that is a problem in all honesty. But a little nervous about weaning off the pain meds because I know what it does to me emotionally. And so I'm just plugging into my program at this recovery, and super duper thankful that on December 28th, I got to talk to my daughter and wish her a happy birthday, happy 21st birthday. And Christmas so thankful because I didn't know that I was going to be here. And so this year could have been so different. And I'm just so blessed and so thankful that I'm here. And that's what sobriety has given me. A doctor told me, had I not stopped drinking and had I not been taking care of my body, being healthy, I definitely wouldn't have made it at the beginning. And digging my heels in and tapping into God every single day, every day, all day. And when that time comes around when I want to isolate, I call you guys and I get on with you guys, and you guys carry me through. And I thank you for that. Thanks for this meeting. I love you guys.
Thank
Thanks,
you. That was
MJ.
such a beautiful share
Mhm.
of vulnerability,
Mhm.
love, support, and how this program works, and that we can get through anything that's going on in our lives,
Mhm.
with each other and together and with the program. And I also wanted to give a little another shout out just to Devon. I don't know where she's at, but it's like, oh, there she is. Like, bro, I know exactly what you're going through. I know exactly how you feel. Just keep pushing. It's there is zero shame in getting loaded, and there's zero shame in coming back, man. None. So welcome back, and we love you. That's one of the things that, like, I really I'm passionate about, because, like, when I go into the rooms of Narcotics Anonymous, like, I go there for I go to those rooms for you, because I know what it feels like. And to walk into a room and feel shame and guilt, we shouldn't have to feel that, man. We have a disease. Do you think somebody that has a cancer relapse, or eats a donut after they had, the doctor told them that they're not, like,
Right.
they don't feel I mean, they might feel a little bit, but we shouldn't feel it, man. Welcome home. Like you say all the time, welcome home, welcome back. You know what? Just stay. And if you need anything, we're right here. Wendy.
Wendy.
Suspicious, Wendy. That hand color is suspicious. You knew I was going to say that, huh?
He's not
Where's-
even in the room.
Where
so
is he?
Wendy decided to mix the colors tonight.
Anyway, Wendy alcoholic.
Hey.
Wendy.
Wendy.
Oh God, I didn't expect to be already bawling. Thank you, Jerry, for leading and showing up and being of service and saying yes. Because we never know who needs to hear our story. And I'm constantly saying, you might be the only big book that someone hears, right? And so it's just important for me. Like, my recovery is so different today because I recover out loud. Because all of the things that I had shame and guilt over, I use as power today. Like, there is no more bondage. Like, there is no more shame in that stuff. There's things that I wish I wouldn't have done, of course, right? Like, of course. But I also know I can't change it. And that my experience can let someone else know that you can go through that and still be okay, right? We can still be okay. And so thank you for showing up. And yeah, I just got off of, I said yes to a service commitment. I did a 45-minute speaker meeting online right before. And I was like, I asked them, well, how long is it going to go? Because I have to be off by 6 because I have another meeting that I jump onto because this is my favorite meeting, right? So I was like, but my sponsor called me up, right? And when your sponsor says, hey, if you can, you do, right? And I had no reason to say no. So I was like, of course I can. And the truth is I had surgery a week ago and I feel like shit, right? But what I know is I have to stay close and connected because, man, do I get dark really quick. I get dark really quick. And Devon, welcome back, beautiful queen. Welcome back. All the things that you say to everyone else, all the grace you give to everyone else, hold up a fucking mirror, man. Put that mirror up, and all those things that you say to everyone else, know that you deserve those same kindness and grace. And if you can't give it to yourself, let us hug you and love you because, man, you deserve it. I'm glad you made it back. And so, I have relapse in my story. I have someone that, oh my gosh, it's really interesting that I go to some meetings and there's women that I sponsored in 2008 and 9 and they stayed sober and I got loaded. right? So like I'm coming up on 7 years and they have like 17, 18 years. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how did that even happen, right? You know, they stayed connected. They did what they needed to do. I chose to pick up instead. There's no shame coming back. There's absolutely no shame in coming back. It saved my life coming. Hey, you know, hey, I adore you. If I wasn't recovering out loud, I don't know if me and MJ would have actually met. And I know that people are placed in your life for a reason, and everyone here has been placed in my life today for a reason. So I love each and every one of you. Thank you.
We love you, Wendy.
Thanks, Wendy.
Miranda.
Miranda, alcoholic.
Miranda.
What can I say? I mean, I'm still new, a newcomer. I just turned 2 years on December 10th. Um, I guess you could say alcoholics, drug addicts running my family. I actually grew up around all that, but seeing my uncles and my aunts and my cousins doing like, meth, alcohol, like I could say I thank God I've never touched meth. I think I've tried everything else but that, you know. I did have an uncle that passed away overdose in heroin. My grandpa passed away with alcoholism, and I was drinking every day after I lost him, and it wasn't beer, it was liquor, just Hennessy, and it got to the point where like I met somebody as well that was in recovery, and just seeing them at peace, changing my environment, uh introducing me to just the recovery family, it just it was nice, and it made me want to just stop everything. And I stopped cold turkey cuz my kidneys were just going out on me, and it was too much. They did tell me if I wanted to go to detox. I said no. I was like, I got this. Like I can stop on my own. And I did have withdrawals, and that killed me. I felt like I was dying. And you know what? The rooms of AA I do go to, I do have a sponsor, and it's helpful. It's really helpful. And you know what? The rooms of AA makes you feel like family, and that's one thing I could say about getting sober and working on your recovery. You know, without those steps, I honestly think you can't go nowhere. But at the end of the day, I just got closer to God as well, and being sober, I came a long way. And I could say, I never thought I would come this far. And having a good job, I'm in the medical field now. I bought my own car. I'm financing anyways, and just having the support that I didn't think I'll have. But yeah, I mean, you can never go wrong being sober. That is really like that's my highlight of my life. But thank you for letting me share.
Thank you, Miranda.
Thank you, Miranda.
Justin, from Toronto.
Oh, sorry about the Blue Jays.
It's okay. We'll be back next year. We got a good
Right
run.
on, right on.
Yeah. So Justin, 36 years old, stimulant addict. I am 53 days clean as of today.
Let's go.
Something that I've really been dealing with, I would say, for the last since 2018. Just to give you guys a little background, I moved to Vegas from Toronto. Back in 2018, I did have a business partner that was living in Vegas. And he gave me everything, and it also took everything from me. So it gave me my career, which I'm extremely grateful for, but it also gave me access to, I guess, some sort of a lifestyle that I was truly not ready for, and access to, I guess, all of these, I would say, like stimulants, which is like Adderall and cocaine, which ultimately have been kind of like a struggle for me to just to manage. As of right now, I think there's only like my significant other who's like really aware of like the things that I've been struggling with. I have not been as vocal to talk about my struggle because I don't think that people will like understand. So, but I've been following you guys for quite some time. I've been watching the YouTube interviews that you guys are posting, and I think for me to start this new year. I would like to be more vocal and join a support system that allows me to recover in the best way possible. And I truly think that shame and guilt that comes with, that addiction, it's such a low frequency, and I feel like people are able to feel your energy that whenever you're consuming, or you might be dabbling, or you're in a process of like recovering. Even for me in business, people that are close to me, I feel like they're, without even me voicing what's going on in my life, they're able to feel that something is off with Justin. But obviously they don't know. It's not really like very like apparent, but they just see like flaws in my character. Sometimes I might just be ghosting them for a few days and things of that nature. And yeah, but really would like to start this new year by making sure that I'm able to continue this streak, and being vocal by joining this like those meetings every Tuesday. And yeah, when next time that I'm in California, hopefully come and try to join some of the activation that you guys are being a part of.
I love that. Welcome, Justin.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
glad you're
Right on,
here.
Justin.
yeah, for sure. You're the reason why we do this, man. I love hearing stories when people had, like, found us, watched us, and hopefully we inspire people to, just to try a different way to live. You know, I mean, sobriety is like literally the best thing in my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
like, it's
both of
my
our parents are on here.
It's my superpower.
Oh, right on.
You know, like both
Hello.
our
My,
parents are
my
on here.
parents
Like
are on
proud.
here. Natalie's parents are on
Mhm.
here. The wifey checks in every once in a while. She pops in to see what we're up to.
My dog pops in sometimes.
Really?
When I bring her in. Joe B.
Joe B,
And
man.
then we'll end with 9.
Oh shit! What up?
What up?
What up, Joe?
What's going on?
We were,
How's everybody doing? Sorry, I haven't been around. It's been a late meeting for me, man. I'm on the East Coast and it's conflicting with my schedule. But tomorrow I have an open day, so I figured I'd jump in tonight. It's good to see you guys. Haven't seen you in a minute. Nat, I have a question. Do you think your friend went into your parents' bed naked because she knew your father was called the Italian Stallion?
That's a good one.
I'm wondering if she had like an ulterior motive.
My dad likes that. My mom's saying, what?
Oh man. The
Sorry,
Italian
Mom
stallion?
and Dad.
that was a.
That was good, Joe.
You got Emily over here cracking up,
Yeah.
dude. I wish she had a microphone right now.
If it makes you feel better, I just left the gym because my crush was there, and I started talking to her like McLovin in the beginning of the movie.
Oh, no.
Oh, I got no game sober, man. I just turned around.
Got no games.
I wave. How you doing? Have a good day. Goodbye.
Joe, you gotta just let that awkwardness just be your thing. Just be like, be honest, like you do in a meeting. Just be like, yo, I am totally awkward. I don't even really know what to say to you right now. But like,
nothing whatsoever. Nice. What's your favorite color? Nice shoes. It's over for me. It's over. It's over. I've just accepted that it's over. But no, it's nice to see you guys. Merry Christmas. I heard a lot of good shares around the room, and I really just try to simplify this whole thing, man. It's like, you guys seen Game of Thrones? I know you have.
oh yeah,
Great show. And Samuel Tarly is at the Citadel, and he cures Jonah of grayscale. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And the Grand Maester goes, how'd you do it? He goes, I read the book and followed the instructions. That's it. That's all sobriety is. Read the book, follow the instructions, like put together furniture from IKEA. Right? We make it so hard, though. We make it so hard when it doesn't have to be hard. So if you're struggling, pick up the book, read it, follow the instructions. This shit is gold. I promise you. I love you all. Happy New Year. And I'll see you guys next week. Deuces.
Love you, Joe.
Deuces.
Right on.
Bring us on home, 9.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for your share. I lost my voice. I'm really sorry. But I really wanted to say thank you to everybody here tonight. I am really looking forward. I'm kind of anxious. I get nervous sharing, but I'm leaving tomorrow at 5:30, and I'm really scared, but I'm hopeful, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to have a chance at a new life that I have no idea what it's going to be, but to be completely vulnerable, I was pretty much on my way out of this world in so many ways and more ways than one, I should say, between how I was living and what was going on in my life. So to have an opportunity to learn how to be in recovery the right way, it just kind of not only helps me as an individual human being, but it trickles down to helping my children have the mother they deserve, and my family have the family member they deserve. And hopefully I can be a better part of the recovery community someday. So thank you for letting me share. Forward to being able to learn more as time goes on. So thank you.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, it's that time.
What time is it?
Lie to him.
Lie to him?
Mm-hmm.
I never lie to anybody. Do
Okay.
I?
Well,
Well, earlier today, we went on a whole rant on whether it's okay or not okay to tell a white lie. Emily and Brooke think that white. Well, not Emily. Brooke, and Brooke's not even on here, but you all don't even know Brooke. But Brooke works for me. She's like she's an amazing person here at Hope by the Sea, and I mean she took telling a white lie all the way to getting loaded and doing bad stuff in the downtown LA. You know, like that's where she's like.
there's just like certain situations that's just like if somebody cooked you as a nice meal and you don't really like it, is it barely that bad to be like, oh my
Well, I
God,
can give you an
what?
example. Yesterday, a girl walked by, gave Peter some dried fruit, and it was like some spicy dried fruit, and he took some and he ate it, and she was like, "What do you think?" And Peter was like, "That's really good." And then she walked out of the room
And he spit it out.
Spit it out.
He
in the
did.
trash.
He did.
I've done that before.
And that, to me, that's okay.
Is that can you guys tell us in the chat if that's okay?
I think
Like,
that's okay.
Is it okay to do that to or should Peter have just told her, you know what?
No, that's rude.
I really don't like that dried fruit you just gave me.
I think it's kind of.
Nobody's.
I don't know.
Look at it.
It's 7 o'clock.
Check it
Let's
out.
go.
The chat's not going off at
No,
all.
because they're like, let's end this.
All right, I'm gonna lie to you guys.
Yeah, turn on your cameras.
Turn on your cameras while I tell you guys one last thing. You know, my son-in-law. They say this in 12-step meetings all the time. You know, some of us have to die so others can live. You know, my son-in-law Justin gave up his seat so y'all could have your seat. Please don't give up your seat. There's people out there that love you, that care, that will miss you, and they will hurt if you're gone. So, you know what? If you're hurting, if you're struggling, just reach out.
Yep.
We're here. You know, we have ways and means to help you. So, etiquette is not a lie. All right, guys, we are the only meeting. Hey, Michael, what's happening? We are the only meeting on Zoom in the entire universe that dances out. And this is where it becomes
Our last dance.
Oh, shit. You guys didn't tell me I need to dance?
Yeah, we dance out.
Dude, I get
yeah,
down.
we dance out. So we're the
Let's go,
only
Emily.
one. This is the last dance of 2025. Let's boogie this one down for 2026. Let's go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Love you guys.
Man.
Bye-bye,
Let's go. Thank you
2025.
guys. Bye.
Recording.
Nice. Thank you guys.
Thank
That was
you.
fun, exciting.